back to another reaction video, and today is a special day for a couple of reasons. First, we are checking out Tom MacDonald Exposure, one of the big ones, one of the ones that I didn't even know I missed, so we're gonna have to go back and check it out. But it's a big day for another reason. This will be this will be the last Tom MacDonald video where the setup looks like this. It's about time we upgraded the camera. It's about time we did some things. And I've been working behind the scenes. I managed to pull a little bit of money together, so maybe in the next video you'll notice some changes. Anyway, stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe and support my tiny little fish of a channel. We are so tiny, we are so unknown, and we just flow around behind the scenes of YouTube. So hit that subscribe button and help this tiny little fish of a channel in this giant ocean get a little bit bigger. Anyway, enough of my waffling bollocks. It's time to jump into my first time reaction to Tom MacDonald Exposure.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. You get that so much. You get those artificial gangster rappers who are like, yeah, man, I grew up, and it's like, no, you didn't. You grew up in a nice big house and went to college, man. Shut up.
Chains all have in common. They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet, endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. They make you stupid with Xanax, they make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it?
Again, Tom's not wrong. Tom's not wrong. Tom's coming in with this silky smooth flow on this modern style beat. But one thing he is not wrong about, and he's not wrong about everything he says, but another thing he's not wrong about right now, is the fact that all these rappers seem to endorse alcohol. All these rappers seem to have, like, partnerships with things that aren't good for people. And considering most of their listeners are young people, they're just influencing these young people to do the wrong things in life.
Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours, to turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system, because there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women till they are all that you crave, so you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid.
How many times do you have to watch a modern or even an old school rapper's music video and they've literally just got women around everywhere, they're parading around like objects? It's true. That's why it's so unbelievably refreshing to have an artist like Tom MacDonald, to have an artist like Upchurch, to have an artist like Nate, to NF, you know, to have an artist like these people who don't do that, who don't constantly talk about, you know, growing up and drug dealing and doing all this sort of stuff, who air out their demons to the world and say, yo, this is what I struggled with and how I overcame it, and you can do that too. People like that, they're the role models, they're inspiring. They don't do all this objectifying stuff. They don't, you know, popularize or just, you know, glamorize drugs and alcohol and violence. They don't do that. They're here to talk about real stuff, and that is why people like this have such a hardcore fan base like you guys, like me. Why we're so loyal to all of them to the end. I love all these guys, and I will be to the day I die, simply because their message is unparamountted to anyone else in the game.
You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel.
That's another thing I want to reiterate. How many guys these days just like take so much care, eyebrows, you know, their face and everything. I'm a scruffy British guy. I'm gonna stay that forever. If you guys want me to like dole up, ain't gonna happen. I'll be scruffy forever. The beard might get tidy every now and then, but that's just to stop it getting in my mouth. It gets really irritating. Other than that, that's just what it's gonna be like, man. That's what it's gonna be like. Unless my wife just suddenly kicks my ass, in which case I'll do whatever she says because she's in charge.
Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel. Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny. Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald, welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution to losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise, I quantify the figures, cause I'm...
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. You get these people who are like, oh, Tom MacDonald's a sellout, Tom MacDonald this, Tom MacDonald that. Man, he ain't for you. He's not for you. Bye-bye. Not for you. How can this guy be a sellout? How can this guy represent those things that you are saying? How can he be that person that you're saying when he so clearly isn't? Have you ever listened to a song? Do you listen to his messages? The guy has like had the chance to go on record labels, to go on these deals. Why hasn't he done it? If he's a sellout, if he's just in it for the money, then why isn't he in it for the money? Makes no sense. You're contradicting yourself. Shut up and fuck off.
On YouTube, it's 2 big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise. I quantify the figures, cause I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors. But what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming. And I'm designed to find it funny when they whine cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing.
That's the other thing as well. Tom is literally here just telling the truth, just speaking the truth, just saying these rhymes, just speaking this rap in this modern style flow, just doing that. And all he's doing is speaking the truth or speaking what he believes is an opinion. But every time he says this is an opinion, you know, that's the one thing that Tom does that the mainstream media doesn't. He will say, this is how I feel, but that's just my opinion. You don't have to like it, you don't have to agree. If you don't, then fair enough. Like, Tom will say that all the time, forever. But how many times did the mainstream media come out with their own opinions? Say something on the screen. And it's the same with every single media outlet. There's not one or another. It's every single one of them. They all sit there and they just go, so basically this person is wrong, this person is wrong, that person's right, but this person is wrong. And it's just like, are they? You're not giving me any facts. You're supposed to present the news, not tell me what you think is the news. Every time, man, every time. It's, we live in a crazy world, my friends.
And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down.
I'm really liking that plucked violin beat as well. It's so nice. It's so nice. Tom is literally sitting on this like modern style flow with his deep voice that we love, his confident projection of sort of like it's a slow aggressive style. It's literally, I don't even know how to describe Tom's style. It's just Tom. It's literally just Tom's style. But his style is so good, and when he does it on like a modern beat, it just works so nicely. It's so nicely, and he's got like the sort of megaphone amplifier on his voice. Sounds good.
On the internet,
preaches to the masses.
I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record. No one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential so intensely profound.
Wake
that
up,
there
cool
was bound
switch.
to be some
Love it.
haters getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away.
I like this. This track is literally just Tom saying what he feels like, how he feels the game is represented, what he feels people are like inside the game, and people and rappers are like in today's world. And he's just constantly saying over and over again, if you don't like this, this ain't for you, bye-bye. If you don't like this, this ain't for you, bye-bye. And he's just reiterating what he wants and just letting people know why he's here, what he wants, what he's about. And if people don't like that, then he ain't for them. And I'm liking that. It's like he keeps putting his fingers up to the camera. It is. It's a middle finger to all these people who are so blind and walking around with their blinders on and can't be bothered to look at the world around them. And it's fine. It's fine. If that's how you feel, then Tom MacDonald, he ain't for you. And this channel, it ain't for you.
Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience. Just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still, I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only...
So true, so true. There's certain countries in the world where that is literally acceptable. African countries. I'm not going to go into the specifics behind it, but my wife works with somebody who used to tell stories, and it was basically in this country in Africa, when someone is like being attacked, died, or in a car crash or anything like that, they don't help them. They record and then they wait for them to die and steal all their stuff. And the thing is, a lot of us would listen to that going, that's crazy. The thing is, that's normal to them people. And like he says, the strange thing is, it seems like it's becoming normal to us as well, where when someone's in trouble or when someone's in danger, the normality that is being produced in today's society is to get your phone out instead of just helping them. Just help these people. It's like, nah, this is gonna get me so many views on YouTube. Oh wow, look at that person over there. What is this society, man? What is this society? You know what? I'm preaching to the wrong people, because there isn't a single person watching this right now that statement represents. Not a single person. We're talking about other people who do that crap, because all of you guys are the reason that I look at the world with hope these days. Because I read my comment section, because I look at the Hangover Gang, and I look at the Creek Squad, and I look at the Outcasts, I look at all these people, I look at these families that have come in together, and it gives me hope again. Because not a single one of you people are like the people that we are complaining about every single day, it seems.
care about each other if it means you'll get some views. And you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I
like that. I like that.
Words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living?
What is the reason? 100%. If you're censoring your heart, if you're living a life of lie, what is the reason? What is the reason you're here? Speak your mind, you're here once, just live a life of truth. It's the best way to live.
To validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never asked for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire.
Kill me with fire, from the ashes I've risen.
If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or list. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
You cannot argue with a single word in that song. You just cannot do it. Tom comes out spitting straight facts. Literally, that song is... The thing is, that song, and Tom says this over and over again, and it's something that has to be reiterated, because so many people will call him out on it, but Tom will say this. If he's voicing an opinion or how he feels, he's going to let you know that that is what it is. It isn't a fact, it's an opinion. And if he's voicing a fact, he will let you know it is a fact. So it's important to distinguish from that. But Tom makes it easy because he tells you. He doesn't come out there with an opinion and say it's fact. He doesn't come out there with a fact and say it's his opinion. He will distinguish the two differences and let you know the truth is. And man, Exposure just did that. This song, fantastic introduction to Tom. If you want to introduce somebody to Tom that you know is going to like him, Exposure is the song you give them, because it's just going to open their mind to this whole world of Tom MacDonald you didn't even know existed, like my mind was open 3-4 months ago. But if you're going to introduce, this is also a funny song to introduce people to Tom, because, you know, we all have those people in our lives that we could play this song to and they'll just be like, and you know those people I'm talking about. You know them. You're thinking about someone right now in your head. You're sitting there going, that's Jeffrey in accounts. That guy's a prick. I guarantee it. We all know that person. We all know that person who walks around brainwashed. That person who just winds us up every day. That person who is so selfish and self-centered that they cannot be bothered to look at the world around them. And every time you come up to them with your opinion, or every time you come up to them with a fact or some figures, they're just going to reiterate and spread the same bullshit they've been spreading for ages. People who never want to learn. People are so set in their ways that no matter what someone says, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, that's the facts? Nah, I don't want to know it. Oh, no, I don't want to know it. Those people. Be open-minded. There is a lot we don't know. We are only here once, and we will learn until the day we die. That is a fact. There's no age where we stop learning. We will learn until the day we die. I always try and be open-minded. I always listen to all of your opinions, all of your facts in the comment section down below. And I think that's a good way to be. It's a good way to listen to both sides. And like Tom keeps saying, if someone doesn't agree with you, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean you don't have to be friends. You know, like people, like Tom says, you have two options. You have people you disagree with, and that's fine. That's fine. You can still love each other. And then you have people who go out of their way to disagree with people, and those people can just fuck off. They can just go away. Because it ain't for them. If they're just going out targeting people and trying to spread hatred and aggression, nah, this ain't for them. This ain't for them. See you later. You're not part of the Hangover Gang. Oh, man. Man, can you believe it? 3-4 months ago, this guy didn't know he existed. Can you look at the journey we're on now? Man, it's awesome. Man, it's awesome. It's crazy. When I look back at these videos, because this is the last Tom MacDonald video I'll be doing with this setup, right? Last Tom MacDonald video I'll be doing with the setup, and I plan on doing a live stream at 10k, and I'm probably gonna get my wife on that live stream if we hit 10k, and I'll let you guys know the setup. But I sit on the floor. I'm sitting on the floor right now. My camera is my phone. I'm using the front-facing camera. I'm gonna try and upgrade that with the new setup, and it's stacked on 3 pillows. So it's level, literally 3 pillows. If you can see around it, there's 3 pillows there. My computer laptop is right here next to me, and yeah, that's the setup. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. But that's how it's been done for the last few months, and I've managed to scrape together just enough money to change that. So in the next Tom MacDonald video, you guys are going to see those changes. Also, if you don't, follow me on Instagram, because I post pictures of the behind the scenes, I post pictures of my family, and you guys can get to know me a little bit more personal if you want to. So follow me on Instagram. And if you want to support this tiny little channel, the best way to do it is to follow me on Twitch, because eventually I'll be streaming on that as well. If you've made it this far in the video and you haven't done that, if you really want to support me, that's the best way. Twitch is the best way, because eventually I want to live stream, and then I can talk to you guys one-to-one. And if you guys want to have conversations with me that aren't delayed in the comment section, Twitch is the best place, because you can literally just talk to me live. I'll be there, I'll be like, what's up, how you doing? And you can talk to me live. Anyway, that's enough of that shameless promotion. Bye-bye! Woo! It is time to wrap up this video. It is time to move on. And the next setup is coming, my friends. I hope you guys are excited. Don't worry, nothing will ever change on this channel. It's just going to look a bit tidier. That's all we're going to do. I'm going to be the same. The video is going to be the same, but it'll just be a bit tidier. Anyway, I love you guys. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you will see me, this crazy British guy from across the sea, in the next video.